went to an air property meeting, and like most meetings, I record the meetings, but the president tried to restrict me from recording. Made point to say that I can't record, and I said, "Well, you can't stop me." And she said, "Not physically." I said, "Well, South Carolina is a one-party consent state." And I said, "If you're streaming this meeting via Zoom, on Facebook, or any other social media platform, then I can record." I said, "Did your lawyer advise you on the law?" And she brushed me off. And then she made a point to try to adjourn the meeting, right? But there was pushback on that. But anyway, so South Carolina is a one-party consent state, meaning that me being in the one party in a conversation or at a meeting have the right to record the conversation or meeting. It's not illegal. You know, it's crazy that in 2023, people do not even know the law. They sit on these boards or whatever case may be and trying to tell people what they can and can't do, and they don't even know the law, don't even know the rules. Try to restrict me and me and my family from coming to a meeting, to sit in the air property, to ask questions, to record what's being said, right? To share with other members of the family, or just to have it for record. And they try to restrict me. They try to bar me from recording, right? And I only can assume because they don't want to be held accountable for their actions. They don't want to be held accountable for the things that they say and do, right? It's just crazy. Like you can see right there. It's like it's not illegal if only one party consents, and that one party, which includes yourself, must still be in active participant in the conversation, though. So long as I'm sitting in the meeting, right, I can record a meeting. I can record me asking questions. I can record the statements of the president, vice president, secretary, and everybody else. It's crazy that members of my family and others think that because they family or who they are, that they can sit there, say what they want, do what they want, the rules and laws don't apply. They can make their own rules and not even have, the common decency to include us into the conversation, to get our input, suggestions, and ideas, right? Thinking that because they're on the board or they whatever position they hold, that what they say goes. It's just straight up ridiculous in this day and time. But yeah, so I still recorded the meeting, and I did what I need to do.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? King here, back for another video. So part of what you just saw was a video that I made. I posted on TikTok some months back. I think it was probably in September of last year. It might have been in earlier, but the purpose of that video was to talk about the laws, right? The rules and laws here in South Carolina. That I went to an air property meeting, and the president and the board put out messages saying that the meetings cannot be recorded. What goes against the law here in South Carolina. South Carolina being a one-party consent state, meaning that one person can record a meeting conversation if they're directly involved in that meeting conversation, right? And don't need proper consent. Don't need consent from another party, even to record phone conversations. In some states, it might be a two-party consent, but in South Carolina, it's a one-party consent. Even to the point where if a person was here in South Carolina, was talking to a person via phone or via video messaging or video call, was in another state, it's still here in South Carolina is legal. It's legal. It's not illegal. Anyways, I say that to say this, that I believe that the board and other parties that are involved in this lawsuit are starting to get scared. They're stumbling and fumbling. They're not following the rules and laws, even the agreements that they agreed to. Last September 2023, we went to another law firm, and the lawyer that's in charge of the law firm, the head of the law firm, mediated agreement between parties. And part of that agreement was I was back on the board, and any actions or management decisions carried out by the board, executed by the board, decided by the board, I have to be a part of. And it has to be a unanimous vote before the board can take any kind of action. Well, they're not following the rules, they're not following laws, they're not following that agreement. To include, they're not acting civilized, which is not so much in the media agreement, but should be understood, should be said without saying it, really, because as a board member, they're required, per the bylaws, well, just baseline fiduciary duties, to be civil, to be transparent and honest about all stuff. And they put out messaging that is not true. They put out information that is not true. It's all one-sided, putting family and everybody else against me and my mother. So, I believe that they're starting to get scared, and they're not responding to my emails or my communication, and trying to get information from them, receive information from them, such as meeting minutes, agendas, financial records, the whole 9 yards. Expression that they're not following the mediated agreement, that they're violating the agreement. That I'm back on the board, so they have to communicate with me regardless. They have to talk to me regardless, and them send out information without my, one, acknowledgement, and two, without my vote, it goes against the agreement. But I believe they're starting getting scared. So that's why, it's part of the update to what's going on. Like we're nearing the finish line. We're almost there. I keep trucking along, keep putting pressure on them and other parties to get to the truth, and I doubt that they're going to have a legitimate response. They're probably going to be stumbling and fumbling, and the last minute, trying to put things together to respond to maybe my testimony of others, and the evidence that we're going to present, the argument we're going to present. So I'm keep putting pressure on them, keep putting pressure on other parties. Again, this is business, family or not. This is business. It needs to be done. I said 2024 is the year of the truth. It's the year that all cards are going to be put on the table, and let's see what happens. Rules are rules and laws are laws. People say, well, rules are meant to be broken. Okay, there's consequences to that. The same applies to laws. There's consequences, and I think the court is going to uphold those rules and laws. We're going to stand by those rules and laws, especially when there's documentation, right? The bylaws and the media agreement and everything else that says, here's how you're supposed to operate. Here's how you're supposed to execute management of the property. Here's how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. Especially since they're saying that we're a family over everything. Hashtag family over everything, right? But I'm here at work, taking a break from work, stretching my legs, get some fresh air. But I probably will continue this video when I get to the house. I got for work, so stay tuned. Hey, what's going on, everyone? So I know I promised to make a part 2 of the video once I got to the house after work, but I pretty much ate and just crashed. So I'm making this video now. Anyway, so I was watching TikTok and I seen the video clip of the scene in My Cousin Vinny, where his girlfriend was basically on the stand, and she was testifying to what she knew about the cars, right, the type of tires and whatnot. And I'm going to play in the background as I talk about this. So, and she's like, no, the defense is wrong. And it just resonated with me that, when we get to court, that's pretty much going to be me testifying, me telling the truth and proving, right, based on facts and evidence and not feelings and and hearsay and gossip, but factual evidence, real evidence to say that what they've been saying is not true. I have the evidence, and I said it before that they are scared because now they're quiet. They're not saying nothing. They're avoiding any kind of contact with me, even when I'm back on the board. And other family members have contacted me because they realize the truth. They realize that everything that was been said about me, and about me to other people, the lies that they spread is not true. All right, so essentially, just the truth has to come out one way or the other, right? Again, this is business, standing on business, family, whatever. You put that aside, but this is business because if this is all about family, then family should take care of family and do things proper and not sitting there gaslighting others to join in the fray, right? The legal fray, the legal fight against me and my mother and against other family members, because that's what it's not about. This is supposed to be us as family come together and preserving and protecting our rights to the property and do things proper and decent good order. But everybody has their own opinions of what that entails, and everyone thinks that they know the rules and laws. It's different when you're in the hot seat, and they're going to be in the hot seat, especially when you get into court and get on a stand and start, being asked questions under oath. So that's going to be me when I get to court. Best believe I'm going to tell the truth. Anyway, I just want to share that bit of my thoughts with y'all. So stay tuned for more videos. Thanks so much. Take care. Peace.